All right, so this is my very nice patient who came to see me, and he was having visual troubles, and it turned out to be due to pretty dense cataracts. And he has a pretty extreme prescription. He's very nearsighted with astigmatism. And so I just want to give him a chance to share his story. So first, go ahead and tell me, what kind of trouble were you having that led to the decision to have surgery?
Great. Well, all of my life I've been extremely nearsighted, and I wore glasses, and then eventually, for the last 40 years, contact lenses. So my eyes were getting blurry, and I was having problems, and I went to my regular eye doctor to get an updated prescription, and she said that she really couldn't help me because the cataracts were preventing her from being able to provide a prescription that was going to make things clear again, and referred me to Dr. Kim. So that's how I got here, and I was having problems. As the cataracts grew, it became more evident, especially with night driving. And I'd gotten to the point to where I really didn't feel safe driving at night because of my lack of visual acuity. So that's what brought me in.
And tell me, you had cataract surgery. How was it?
The surgery itself was a piece of cake. It really was not a big deal. The medications make you to where the surgery is not a problem, and you're slightly aware when he needs you to be aware, but it really was no big deal.
Great. And tell me now, what is your vision like now?
It has been an incredible transformation because, like I said, I have been extremely myopic my entire life for the past 60 years. And so when the lenses were both done in my eyes, I became aware of things that I could see that I never even realized were out there. I mean, I didn't know what I wasn't seeing. And so it opened up a whole new world of just God's creation of what I could see and how much natural beauty there is in the world. So it was quite astonishing and moving, and I can tell you I was most happy to throw those glasses in the garbage can.
So again, just to summarize, you didn't choose to get the standard lens that's covered by your insurance, which again, I tell folks, you just plan on wearing glasses after surgery with those lenses. You chose to elect to get essentially like an upgrade, which is called the Panoptix Toric lens. And the Panoptix is a trifocal lens implant that gives you far and near range of vision, but also we corrected your astigmatism with the toric lens. And again, astigmatism means instead of the eye wall being perfectly round, it's more oblong like a football. And so we corrected both of those things. And as I recall, when you came in for your visit, for your post-op before, you were seeing 20/20 near and 20/20 distance without your glasses.
That's correct. So I did get the Panoptic lenses because having been legally blind all of my life without correction, I wanted to have 20/20 vision for the first time. And my understanding was that the only lens that could provide that for me at mid, far, and close-up vision would be the Panoptic lens. So I decided to go for that, which also corrected my astigmatism. And I haven't needed glasses for anything, nor will I. I mean, the way I see the moon now is completely different than I saw it before. Plus, I can read things that are literally 5 inches from my eyes. It has been an overwhelming transformation it's just been awe-inspiring.
And you mentioned that you actually stepped on your glasses afterward.
I literally threw them on the floor and stomped on them because I had been a prisoner of those glasses for my entire life. And it's to not have that imprisonment it's been life-altering, to put it that way.
Well, I think when you're stomping on it, it's just kind of like you're saying it's a cathartic, liberating experience because, again, unless anyone walked in your shoes, they don't realize that before, without your glasses or contacts on, you were literally blind.
I literally couldn't see anything that wasn't 3 inches from my face.
So I mean, if something happened, you couldn't find your glasses or your contacts, and the house was burning down, you'd be in big trouble.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't realize how much fear I had actually wrapped around the fact that I was dependent upon visual correction to function in the world. Otherwise, I would be literally blind, other than seeing, some basic images. But it would have changed my life considerably.
And so the fact that you elected to get this special lens is not even really for vanity or convenience. For you, it's just like, you know, this is like seeing or being blind.
Exactly.
It's a dramatic difference, a different perspective.
Without correction in this world, I am non-functional. So I had to do something because I had gotten to where my vision was just simply not cutting it anymore.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel safe on the road, especially at night. It was scary. So at that point, I had to make a decision. And thanks to Dr. Kim, I realized there was an option available for me to see like normal people do. And vision correction is great for contacts and glasses, but it doesn't give you the entire world.
That's right.
This has given me the ability to see like God originally intended me to.
Wow.
And that has been an amazing journey, and it's only been a month.
Well, you know, we get so tickled when patients have great stories like you. Remember, I tell this to all my patients, and especially for anyone who's listening, you know, this is not cookie cutter surgery. And so I'm really happy that this has happened to you, but we can't, of course, promise or guarantee that the next person is going to have the same exact experience. Of course, you know that.
I do, and you made it clear to me that there was no guarantee.
Right.
There's an element of risk in any surgery,
You got it.
and all we can go with what generally happens with people, and that I accept that.
Right.
You know, that's fine. And as it's turned out, it has been very good. I couldn't be any better. I don't know how it could possibly be any better, but that doesn't mean that, you know, it's always going to be that way, or that the next
right.
person might have the same results.
That's right.
But that's the risk you take with any surgery.
And I'm just so happy you've done so well. And, you know, I always say this at the end of our interview. If anyone asked you about cataract surgery or asked you about the Panoptix lens and they're kicking the tires, what would you say to them?
I would say absolutely give it serious consideration. It's got my blessing, obviously. It couldn't be any better. I will highly recommend Dr. Kim and his staff and their expertise in doing what they do at a level that's obviously changed my life dramatically. And I'm very blessed.
Well, we are blessed that you did so well. Thank you for sharing your story so much. We really appreciate it.
It's been my honor. Thank you.
Thank you.